Right wing. Tipped away. Iguodala with the steal. Three-pointer. Here's Azili. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Tries again. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be, he's not making that one. That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Offensive rebound. Babbitt's shot is off.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
The Warriors have been excellent at the free throw line here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And you know, a lot of times, guys, in some of their performances last year, their free throw numbers helped them win games.
And Barbosa drops them both. Here's Holiday. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And it's Spates with the rebound. Here's Azili. And no good trying to get that one. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Warriors ahead, up by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And one of the rising stars in the NBA is Anthony Davis. His offensive game is growing by leaps and bounds, and he talked about
a lot of face-up. Like he do the one dribble pull-up. He like to do the one dribble, fade back off one leg. I haven't got there yet, but catching the ball at the elbow, catching the ball at the nail.
Well, I'll tell you, you could be here an awfully long time if we're going to list all the different moves Anthony Davis can do.
Yeah, the brow definitely has the full toolkit available to him, and I say that affectionately. Tools a lot of guys don't learn to use until much later in their careers, Kevin.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
They're just very aggressive on the offensive side of the ball, attacking the rim in this first quarter. A lot of trips to the free throw line.
Taking full advantage of playing at home, and the fans have really helped them here.
Barnes and Green of the forward set. Steph Curry's out there with Iguodala. And it's Bogut in at the 5 down low. That's the group for the Golden State Warriors to start the second quarter. Early on last year, it was clear Steph Curry was just on another level. Was an MVP candidate right from the start of the season, and he would eventually be voted that award.
And I thought very deserving. You could see how he elevated his play, and so many of us and so much talk focuses on what he does offensively. But he was ahead of the snake of a terrific defensive group for Golden State a season ago, and that's one reason why he ended up being the MVP.
Now the feed to Usher. It's stolen by Bogut. And now Barnes running the floor all by himself. His 5th miss. Out 2 for 7 from the floor. The Pelicans trail. Passes it to Cole. Shoots from the right block. Another shot. And it's Davis missing. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Thompson. 8 points for Steph Curry.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
Another bucket in the paint? That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And for Norris Cole, such an important role player, Greg, for Miami for a number of seasons. Last year, shooting percentages dipped, and that is one of the reasons why he was probably traded to New Orleans.
Yeah, and a lot of that, I think, had to do with somebody dipping out of town.
Yeah,
LeBron James,
yeah,
that would probably
six,
change
right.
the quality of your shots. But both figures did go up dramatically once he got to New Orleans. And remember, now he's playing with another great player in Anthony Davis.
The shot by Curry, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And it's Evans missing. The Warriors leading. Tipped away. He feeds it to Cole. Good D by Thompson.
You know, going back to Norris Cole last year, after the trade to the Pelicans, he shot better than he had in his entire career. That and the 2 championship rings he brought with him really helped the Pelicans take the next step in the team's development. He's got so much junk in his trunk, he'll find a way to hurt you.
He dishes it to Ashe. The shot is off. Nice D from Bogut. Warriors leading by 4. Nobody near Barnes. But they get it back. Here's Thompson, and he banks in the layup. Thompson's got 8 points.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
And you know, talking about Norris Cole, this is a young man who still has plenty of upside. His assist-to-turnover ratio is solid. He's a competitive defender. I like where his game is going right now.
A free throw good from Eric Gordon.
Really unfortunate for Eric Gordon that an assortment of injuries have really derailed his career. A few years back, he looked like he'd be an absolute star. Once a 22 points a game score, was down to 13 a game last season.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Babbitt's checked in. Pass to Green. Outside Curry. Curry with another miss. Yeah, on the topic of Eric Gordon, one would think he's still young and talented enough to be a difference maker with any team. He just has to stay healthy. That really is the bottom line. He's got to keep his health.
Kevin, the truth is, though he's had a number of injuries, they've all been different. It isn't one chronic thing. So with a little good luck, we could see him shine once more. Some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man, and just he has an air about him.
And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more Clark assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you.
Taken away by Holiday. Here's Evans. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Evans has got 10.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Golden State's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. 12 points for Tyreke Evans. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for New Orleans.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Yeah, another thing they've done well, guys, a lot of steals in the first half. Really getting after it defensively.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Barnes. Barbosa comes in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And the foul on Luke Babbitt. That is his first foul of the game. Azili's checked in for Draymond Green. Anderson, he's checked in for New Orleans. First personal foul. 1:44 left to play here in the second quarter. Iguodala left side. The shot is off. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. Pelicans last season, a very solid team rebounding too. Top to bottom, the team they would rebound as a team.
And one of the metrics that I do like, that they led the league in contested rebounds. I mean, that speaks to the effort that this team competed with. And winning those 50-50 rebounds means more than just collecting any old miss. And how about Sean Livingston? Just a terrific comeback story. Of course, he suffered that famous knee injury, one of the worst I've ever seen, and he has willed himself back to become a valuable player in this league.
Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Tyreek Evans. He's signed a nice 3-year deal with the Warriors, helped their bench. Great fit for that team.
No question, a rare package at 6'7", who's a true point guard and extremely versatile defensively. He can play alongside Steph Curry, handling the ball or off it, and easy to see why the Dubs were happy to get him.
And stolen by Spates. And Dante Cunningham gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Oh, no. Not the guy you want to put on the line, Kevin. He's an ATM from the free throw line.
No good on that one.
And Maurice Spates last season with the best year of his career. I mean, he shot the cover off the ball and did a nice job on the boards as well.
Greg, you were just talking about Mo Spates. Clark, he has a great mid-range jump shot.
He does, and they actually call him Mo Bucket. But he actually played so well last season, they even threw in Mo VP from time to time.
And Barbosa has it in the corner. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. And the Warriors lead by 1.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pondexter, no good. Warriors leading by 3. Here's Barbosa. No good. Good D by Holiday.
I like that creativity, double clutching to catch the defender on the way down. I can go for that.
From deep, Iguodala. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Warriors lead by 3. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Yes, guys, I'm here with Anthony Davis. And Anthony, based on how the game has been going so far, what's your attitude going to be when you come out to play this second half?
So, we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in warm-up. So, we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
Anthony, thank you. Guys, it should be all business when you step between the lines.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Hope you've been enjoying the excitement so far. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Golden State found themselves in a close game in the first. The biggest lead for them during the period was 6. They didn't stop fighting in the second quarter as they maintained most of their first quarter lead and now lead by 3 at the break. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, they've gotten to the line tonight a lot. Basically, they're saying, I'm going to take it to you, and the only way you can stop me is to foul me. But here's the thing. If you're afraid to sacrifice your body, you'll never pick up a lot of free throws. So great job in the first half.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Pelicans.
You know, they didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those are some much-needed points, and it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. It's been one outstanding game from Tyreek Evans.
Yeah, he was in attack mode from the word go. Came out very aggressively in that first half.
Take a look at his shot chart. It looks like the ink spilled right at the rim. No reason for him to settle for anything less.
Pelicans trail by 3.
And with the way the Warriors went on a rampage last year, you knew that Alvin Gentry would be in demand. Was the architect behind the Warriors offense, is one of the best offensive minds in our league.
On the floor for Alvin Gentry as we get into the second half. Pondexter and Davis fill up the forward slots. Evans and Gordon are the guard set, and it's Ashik in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. A nice shot by Pondexter. And with Gentry, his offensive prowess can't be understated, Greg. His peers joke and say he can draw up an open look for a corpse. I don't know about that.